I don't see any harm in a woman making a decision to receive money for a service. It's just like getting a manicure or pedicure.
They lean in car windows, stand on corners, and flash nearly naked bodies.
That there is a sex worker type, that there's a specific kind of person who's a sex worker. And there isn't. We run the gamut. There are every kind of person that you can imagine meeting in day-to-day life can be a sex worker.
We're finding that this stroll is very much shrinking. And it comes down to economics. The houses here are becoming more valuable.
I was a heroin junkie, so yeah, I used several times a day, every day, for about a year and a half straight.
The average sex worker now in the United States, okay, we're talking just the United States, is probably middle class to working class. As an escort, she advertises on the internet, she's independent, she doesn't work for anybody else.
Again, these are the shelter girls coming up, not those two girls, but these girls coming up here. These are the crack addicts. These are the ones who have, like I said, mental illness, they have crack addiction issues, they're homeless. It's tough. This is tough on them. The girls make money at night, but I mean, this is not to do, I mean, it's, you know, it funds them. I mean, their welfare checks and ODSP are usually funding their living habits, and then when they run out of money because of their addictions, they'll turn to the streets.
I was making close to $1,000 a day.
You know, you bring into question, they say, okay, well, getting rid of these laws make it safer for the girls because it'll be no longer illegal. I'm not really sure how just stripping a law down makes it safe for the girls. I'm not sure understand where that even philosophy comes from, because these girls now, if they're not doing anything illegal, we're not watching them anymore, which means, you know, at best we may be looking at somebody for drug trafficking, which, you know, we still have on the books, thank God.
So, you know, when I would tell my friends and stuff like that, they would judge and say, you know, can you not get in trouble for that? And
there is a very common form of rhetoric that's used against us, and it's been for forever, that sex work isn't work, that it is a dodge, that it's a scam, that it's a form of exploitation, that it's a lazy approach to making money, that it's, I mean, you fill in the blank. Anything other than giving it the dignity of work.
I never had sex for drugs. I didn't engage in any sexual, like I got money other ways other than prostitution. I was a heroin junkie, like I said, and I lost my kids because of it. And when I got clean, it was really difficult for me to find work straight out of jail, and I needed a way to get money, and one of my friends was doing sensual massage, which is like rub and tug, and she was making $1,000 a day. And if I wouldn't have got a lawyer, I would have waited 2+ years to get the visitation that I was able to get in 3 months with the amount of money I made to pay a lawyer to get my kids back and go to court. They would obviously think I was doing more than just hand jobs. that the first conclusion. People still think that, and that's not the case at all. Half the time I wouldn't even have to give a hand job because the clients were so old that they weren't able to get an erection. So just naked rubbing. If somebody's doing stripping or hooking or whatever it is to support a drug habit, I'm totally against it. I think that they can spread disease and to, you know, like young men with families and bring that home to their families and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm definitely not in support to that. But if they're doing it to, you know, dancing to get themselves through university or to support children or, you know, make money for something to better themselves, then I'm all for it. I absolutely don't agree with anybody's opinion on it. Unless you've done it and you've done it for the right reasons, then you don't deserve to really have an opinion. Or not an opinion, but you don't deserve to judge. And I have a feeling that most reporters and writers and article writers haven't ever had to do anything like that. Absolutely. I would do it again if it meant getting my children back. 100%.